do you practice semen retention?
To be honest with you, right? I actually have less sex than a man with one wife.
What's the vibe? Oh, we just talking about some semen retention.
And I'm a man of 2 wives. To have her orgasm. That's your whole purpose. If you're just thinking about you're actually raping her. You know, that's a form of rape. If you're having sex with a woman and she's not coming, and you're just coming, you're raping her.
Yo guys, how y'all doing, man? Welcome back to my channel. Of course, this is Broly Gains, and thank you guys for liking, thank you guys for subscribing. I'm over here right now with one of my gurus. This is the guy that I come through to get my crystals from, so make sure y'all come check him out right here on Fulton and Ralph. You know what I mean? Bro, what's your name, brother?
I'm Moon Ray, you know, straight up conscious brother.
Make sure what's your Instagram? You have any social media?
Yeah, you can definitely follow me at silver_street. You know, I master crystals and specialize in sterling silver, stainless steel metals. So yeah, come check it out. Silver_street.
A lot of guys always ask where we get our crystals from. So guys, if you're interested, come down to Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, Ralph and Fulton. Check out the spot. All right, get your crystals right now. Today's topic that I want to talk about, come close a little bit, man. Make sure they hear me. Today's topic that I want to talk about is mainly about semen retention, my brother. Do you know what semen retention is?
Yeah, I heard about it. I heard of it.
So for the people at home who don't know, I'm going to give you an actual Google definition of semen retention. Not my personal opinion, not yours, not anyone else's. What Google says. What is semen retention? Semen retention refers to when a person intentionally avoids ejaculation. A person can do this by abstaining from any sexual activities, stopping before a point of ejaculation, or teaching themselves, low cycle real quick guys, or teaching themselves to orgasm without ejaculation. So from what I'm hearing, you can either be in sexual activities, but it's all no type of ejaculation at all. That's the main focus. You want to hold in your semen. You know what I mean, my brother? This is what I've been preaching and telling guys all around the world, especially when you have a problem with controlling your sexual urges.
Right.
More for those type of guys, I would refer them to learning how to practice semen retention. What do you think about this thing? Because I know my brother right here, I met you like last year, and I remember him telling me that he has 2 wives.
Right.
So, do you practice semen retention?
To be honest with you, I do practice it. But being that I'm a man of 2 wives, right? I actually have less sex than a man with one wife. Okay, because I do practice other forms of pleasing her. So I do incorporate semen retention at times, because when you do abstain from ejaculation, you restore your powers, and you don't want to always give that away all the time. So semen retention is not a bad practice. It's a great exercise, actually.
So one of my guys, he's been on this diet, let's say, for about 3 years now. Straight, and he says that he could possibly go for the rest of his life without the touch of a woman.
Oh, man, that's a whole new topic right there.
You know what I mean? Just because he's practicing semen retention. How you feeling, King? How you feeling?
Good, King.
Bless.
You're looking all too sharp and everything.
Thank you, brother.
Too sharp for my own good.
What's the vibe? Oh, we just talking about some semen retention.
Wow.
Dude.
Restraining yourself.
Talking to the king.
How long you been practicing? That was 14. Since you was 14. 45. And you 45.
And I made a prodigy.
Let's go. So there's guys out here practicing it.
Right.
He just stopped randomly, just like that. Said he's been practicing it since he was 14, and he's 45 years old.
Brothers, you look good.
So, see, that's what I'm saying. I'm not sure if he's been doing it for the whole, since he was 14, all the years straight. I'm not sure. He says he's coming back in 5 minutes, but one of my brothers said he's been doing it for 3 years.
Right.
I asked him, why so long? What's the purpose? Because I also understand that love is one of the greatest powers.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
And loving myself teaches me to love everyone else. So one of the greatest connections that I've ever had was not within myself only, but also gaining that connection with other people.
Right.
Like that connection with my family, you know, my mother, my sister, my brother, you know what I mean? Building that love with them, and then learning that, cultivating that, and taking it outside and building and learning to have a stranger around and build that love as well, to call them a friend or a lover or a partner, you know what I mean? So that felt so grand. That felt so beautiful, you know what I mean? Building with someone, especially now I have a daughter,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Right,
So
right. Congrats.
the love,
Congrats.
thank you, I appreciate
Right,
you.
right,
The
right.
love that we have, my baby mother and I, is on a different level, whereas we cultivate a whole human being together because of that. You know what I mean? So I just want to understand, because a lot of guys that's practicing semen retention, you can't bring forth a baby without, you know what I mean, touching a woman. So what do you think about that?
What I think is the whole purpose of procreation and ejaculation was for the sole purpose of bringing forth a life. So straining yourself and using it for procreation is a great spiritual practice, definitely. You know what I mean?
Do you think it's lowering your energy or lowering yourself to temptations by, you know, touching or pursuing a woman?
Well, no, there's nothing wrong with that, because that's one of us as men. We have this natural ability, which is encoded in our hormones, to be attracted to women. It's healthy, actually. You know what I mean? To engage in actual physical sex with women is healthy. But then is a balance, you know? When it comes to semen retention, we want to always keep a balance, because we want to stay away from extremes. So to be holding back forever or for a certain amount of years, I wouldn't agree with that, because you want to keep a balance. So if you want to restrain most of the time and once in a while express that to a woman, or for sole purposes of procreation or an expression of desire, you can do that. But it's always a balance. You gotta keep it balanced. You know?
Earlier you were saying that you have 2 wives, but that puts you in a position where you have sex. How you doing, King? You have sex a lot less than a guy who has one wife. What were you know what I'm saying? 'Cause
That's an actual fact, because when you in polygyny, my whole purpose is to satisfy her.
I appreciate that,
You
man. I
understand?
appreciate the support.
It's-
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you, brother.
Y'all niggas be working out. I know this nigga be wildin' with the pull-ups. You know, like, I gotta get it too, man.
For sure. Whenever you're ready, King.
Thanks, where y'all be at?
We be up in Best Style. We in Brooklyn most of the time. In my DM on Instagram, and we link up.
I say that.
All right, brothers. Peace. Yeah. So, as I was saying, my purpose is to satisfy them. You know, when they're satisfied, when you have her receive an orgasm, that's our purpose. And to restrain from exposing or ejaculating will be a spiritual practice, which, men, I encourage that. Definitely, 100%. So you want to satisfy her. So me having multiple wives, my whole focus is satisfying them. Because if I'm neglectful or being immature and satisfying my personal desires, which is dealing with my lower chakras, I would definitely become weaker spiritually. You know? So now that I have more than one wife, I'm more conscientious of ejaculating. And the thing what's so beautiful about women, once they come, the party's over. You got to have her orgasm. That's your whole purpose. If you're just thinking about you're actually raping her. You know, that's a form of rape. If you're having sex with a woman and she's not coming, and you're just coming, you're raping her. You know? Your whole purpose is to have her orgasm. Okay? Because if she's not orgasming, you're raping her.
Yo, shout out to my guys. Make sure you go smash that like button, smash that subscribe button.
It's an actual fact.
Feel me? Lots of knowledge all around the world. Guys, we need to spread that knowledge. Not only are we building for a better future, but we have our kids coming as well. So let's work on ourselves, and this is how we're going to change the world first. You know what I mean? By building ourselves. So if you know that you have a problem with your sexual urges, start semen retention right now. Go look it up. Go Google it. Figure out how you can start. All right? But always, and remember that women are very precious. They're very beautiful. This is why I don't know if you know, but we love all women. That's why no matter how much this girl broke your heart, you still go outside and look at another woman and admire her beauty. Whether or not you understand that, you're gonna turn your head. You might be driving and stop real quick and
Right, right.
all right. No matter how much semen retention you're practicing, there will be a time where you admire that. All right. So understand that connection, just like you understand that connection when you're working out with your muscles. You can understand that connection with your brain because your brain and your mind is different. So you can connect those things together because your brain tells you what you see, pictures, gives you the images. Your mind take those pictures and lets you know what these pictures are and help you to create, because you can manifest after that. You know what I mean?
Fact.
So
I agree with
guys,
that.
make sure you go
Definitely.
support my guy. Come get your crystals. What's your page again, bro?
Silver_street, like the street you live on. STREET.
Let's go.
Silver_street. Yes, keep it balanced, you know. Ejaculation, sexual retention is always a good practice, but we want to keep our powers intact. There's nothing wrong with expressing that as well. So you want to keep a balance. You know, some brothers feel they need 10 years, that's a personal choice. But I know one thing for sure. A lot of times when we don't, as men, utilize that tool, we tend to face certain ailments. You know, our prostate becomes bigger. One thing I notice also is when men are in relationships with one woman, right, for a certain amount of time, 10 years plus, what I've experienced is, what I've seen is they start to gain weight. You know, the metabolism slows down. You know, when they was a player, they was in shape. They were more in tune. You know, their body was more intact. But when they settled down and found that one that they fell in love with, then the sex drive became less. The sexual activity became less, and their sex drive became less, and the metabolism slowed down, and he started to become more relaxed. Got that, what they call it, the dad bod.
Yeah.
Right. That's a result of less sex and the other elements. So listen, we have to keep it balanced, especially as men. They say if you don't use it, you lose it. So with that in mind, let's keep it balanced. Keep it balanced.
Yo, shout out to my guy, guys. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Of course, we got more and a lot more advice and a lot more knowledge that we're gonna spread to the world. Let's
Facts.
reach and preach till we teach the world. Let's go.
I am the answer to all living things that cry out for peace. I am protector of the innocent. I am the light in the darkness. I am truth.